Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by and seeing what I'm up to. My name is Silkyfeather and you can call me Silky. Meet Kevin has some updates on our stimulus. Let's take a listen.
Hey everyone, Meet Kevin here. Let's talk about timing for the next stimulus package along with other important news. To start, I have to say I was shocked to hear that between 1992, that was the year that I was born, and 2015, which is the year my first son was born, George Mason University found that black newborns die at 3 times the rate of white newborns. I will link this research paper below. It was published in the National Academy of Sciences. I have 2 children, and this is just terrible. Quick reminder, the coupon code Larry is going to expire soon for the programs, including the YouTube Make Money From Home course and the Investing in Money courses. Check those out. All right.
And because this is more like a reaction video, I'm going to add my 2 cents and tell you that all of the information that he is posting is out there free. Yes, free. Free. We do not need to pay someone to teach us how to use, whether it's a DSLR camera, your phone camera, editing, adding cards. Yes, my shows are very bland because I don't think I need to add all the glitz and glam. I am me, and if you like to watch me, you'll be here. Let's listen on to Meet Kevin.
Regarding stimulus, dozens of House lawmakers have signed a letter to Nancy Pelosi and House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer, demanding a vote not only on the post office this Saturday, but also a second vote on additional stimulus relief, including reviving the full $600 per week unemployment boost as sort of a standalone priority. This is now separating from the Democrats' previously ironclad stance that they will not pass anything unless they get a complete package. This also comes as Mitch McConnell told us yesterday that he sees the post-service negotiation as the perfect Trojan horse to get the Republican stimulus priorities passed. However, Mitch McConnell has yet to set a voting date for senators, and next week is the Republican National Convention, the RNC. This has led Senator Kaine, a Democrat, to provide us some outlook on potential timing. Senator Kaine believes that Democrats will vote this Saturday. The Republican National Convention will be held next Monday through Thursday, and then he believes that heavy pressure will mount to get something done, A, before the election, but B, before Congress goes to work on the budget on September 7th. This means the week of August 31st and September 4th might be the potential boiling point, where Democrats have passed some sort of compromise measures. We'll see what they do this Saturday. And then Republicans pass their potential skinny stimulus proposal, which the skinny stimulus proposal is currently a 169-page proposal. Here are the details that we have on the skinny proposal right now. This is as of this morning. Today is August 19th. This is the skinny proposal so far. We have $300 per week in unemployment pay. Obviously, this is a difference from what the Democratic priorities are. We have the PPP funding, round 2, somewhere between a 25 to 50% revenue decline to qualify as a business. Liability protections, $10 billion for the post office. This is expected to be countered by Democrats at $25 billion. $105 billion for schooling is in here. We did yesterday wonder if the 105 for schooling will make it, and it does look like it is going to make it in the Republican skinny proposal. 2/3 going to elementary and secondary schools as grants. 28% going to higher education, and 5% going to the governors. We've got $45 billion going to the Department of Health and Human Services and Social Services Emergency Fund. $20 billion of that going to vaccines. $6 billion going to tracking and distributing that vaccine. We don't even have one yet. And of course, $16 billion going to state and local governments for testing, tracing, and treatment. The no's right now that we do not see in the skinny proposal are stimulus checks of any kind. This is a big problem. Rental assistance, big problem for tenants and landlords. We still have mortgage forbearance, though. Remember, you can go to metkevin.com/forbearance to see my guide on avoiding scams for that. Not just avoiding scams, but actually making sure you get the full 12 months. Food assistance, big problem. State and local pay, I'm going to talk about this. There might actually be another solution on this, and this is actually potentially why we might see Democrats being willing to compromise, because there is another potential solution. By the way, if you like this content so far, could I bug you to share it with your friends and family or anybody you think might find this information?
I am doing so.
Now remember, the skinny proposal is expected to be negotiated with Democrats after the RNC, which takes place next week. Nancy Pelosi is realizing that hardlining Republicans over the $1 trillion for state and local governments may end up having to wait until January after the election and when a new batch of representatives and senators come in. Now we can connect the dots. If Republicans and Democrats pass a compromise stimulus package the first week of September, this allows Congress to go back to work on their normal schedule September 7th, the second week of September. That way they can negotiate the budget for the United States, which is expected to be a very grueling negotiation to avoid yet another government shutdown, just what we need in 2020. Yesterday, Nancy Pelosi reiterated her openness to splitting the difference, but this time she also mentioned that she realizes pressure is mounting to pass something now. At the same time, the National Governors Association is demanding at least $500 billion for governors, saying that if states don't receive this funding, then the lapse in funding would, quote, lead to massive cuts to the very services that are sustaining millions of Americans during the pandemic and recession, and that are necessary for a rapid and sustainable recovery. But why then is Nancy Pelosi potentially giving up on state and local government pay? And what about stimulus checks? Well, right now, state and local governments have access to something known as the Federal Reserve's Municipal Credit Facility and State Credit Facility. This is honestly the stupidest name I've ever heard for basically really what it is. It's a credit card with the Federal Reserve Bank. That is, think about states being us and Federal Reserve being a bank, and they go, hey, yo, I need a credit card. State and local governments have the right to sign up for this super cheap credit card with the Federal Reserve to keep paying their bills. They do have to repay that money, but guess what? As of today, only Illinois has signed up for that credit card. No other state has signed up. Why? Because, of course, they're waiting for the stimulus package to potentially come to bail them out. This is leading Nancy Pelosi to soften, realizing, okay, maybe we need to delay that, let them take advantage of the other options. We'll focus on grants and free money later. Let's for now focus on the people. This is the same kind of pressure and negotiating tactic that is leading Mark Meadows, the White House chief of staff, to say, quote, the outlook for a skinny deal is better than it's ever been. Obviously, there is still work to do, but there is growing evidence of progress towards a compromise bill in the next couple weeks. Obviously, like I said, there is still a lot of work to do, like negotiating potential stimulus checks. We know that Democrats are calling for stimulus checks. We know that Democrats are calling for food and rental assistance. And Donald Trump has mentioned all three of those things as well, calling for stimulus checks, rental assistance, and food assistance. So it sounds like the exclusion of checks and food assistance and the sort of skinny bill could just be a temporary negotiating tactic. Something that Republicans might say, all right, well, we'll throw it in as long as you agree to do a temporary sort of skinny deal. We'll see. If stimulus checks and new unemployment payments are passed in some form of a skinny bill in the first week of September, we could start seeing money flow between September 14th and September 25th. Again, this, though, would take both sides to compromise. Quick reminder, yesterday I also made videos about day 1 of the DNC. I'll make a video about day 2 shortly, and I also discussed the state of the market and the reality about inflation fears. I highly recommend you check out those videos on my channel. Just go to Meet Kevin and see all the recent videos. Regarding the giveaway, over the last 2 days, I've given 12 of you $200 stimulus boosts. I'm just trying to do my part because, honestly, like, this sucks. Congress sucks. This whole situation sucks. I'm tired of being stuck inside. California is a little more extreme than the rest of the country. And yet their cases keep picking up. I honestly, I don't get it. But I'm just going to keep doing my part, so I will link a new giveaway link down below.
And I will make sure to add that link down below. Thanks again, everybody, for stopping by and seeing what I'm up to. Emma is apparently wanting to hang out with us today. Let's do our giveaway, put our name in. Thanks again, everybody. Like, subscribe, and share. Bye.